Hello lovely people, it's a girl Obaa Yaa. If you're new to my channel, I say welcome, and if you are a returning subscriber, thank you for tuning back in. In today's video, I want to talk about the equipment I use for shooting my YouTube videos and share with you a little bit of my editing process, okay? I'm not going to go too much into detail how I edit because that's going to take so long, but I'm just going to show you a little bit of how I edit, okay? So if you are interested in knowing more about how my behind the scenes work, then stay tuned. But before we dive right into this video, don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and also to turn on the notification bell so that you are notified when I upload my new video. Make sure that your notification bell is turned to all so that you receive all notifications about me, and then you will definitely know when I have uploaded my new video. Also, check me out on Instagram. Okay, now without further ado, let's dive right into this video. Let's dive right into the video. Oh, yeah. Let's dive right into the video. Oh, hey. Yeah. Anyways, let's dive right into this video. So the most important question would be, what camera do I use? When I started my YouTube channel last year, February, yes, it's been over a year since I've been on YouTube, I started out using the Nikon D300, what's it called? Nikon D3300, yes, Nikon D3300. This camera right here, will it focus on it? No, it won't. Anyway, I started off using this camera right here, and this camera is actually a very good camera to start out with. It does everything you need a camera to do. It shoots, it films, it takes pictures, and there are different settings that you can choose, and if you are very familiar with handling cameras, this camera is actually a good one to start with. So that's the first camera I started off with. So a couple of months down the line, I got a new camera. Actually, this camera, the camera that I'm actually using right now, was given to me by Mr. Behind the Camera guy. Mr. Behind the Camera, yeah. He gave me that camera. He actually got it for himself, but then I was always complaining about this camera because this one that I'm currently using has a flip screen. The other one doesn't have a flip screen, and I didn't have a monitor because I don't have the space here to set up things the way I would want to, but I'll still get to that part later. So I would always complain about having to move from the camera, set the focus, go back, sit down and make sure that I'm still in focus, because I like to keep my settings in manual, because I just want to know more about the camera and everything, so it's easier for me to use it in the manual setting. So I would always have to fix the camera, make sure I mark the place I was sitting, because I have to focus, and if I shift out of that place, then I'm out of focus. So when you go back and watch some of my older videos, you will notice that sometimes what was that? You notice that sometimes I'm not in focus, or the settings is blurred and everything, because I was still learning how to handle the camera, and it was just giving me a hard time in the beginning because I was doing everything by myself. There was nobody sitting behind the camera basically to make sure that I was in focus. So I'd have to shoot some dummy shots, go and check if it's in focus, come back and reshoot again. So that's basically what I kept doing until I got this, until he decided to give me this. What's happening? It's the little one. Excuse me. I hope if you heard it, then sorry. She's just going up and down. Anyway, so until I got this camera, it made things so much more easier. So now I can flip the screen, and when I see that I'm out of focus, I just press, and it's a touch screen, so I just tap on my face and then I'm back in focus, guys. It's so much easier having this camera here. It's so much more easier, because it took me longer to shoot videos back then because of the setup. I had to get up, go back, reshoot, and I had to reshoot some shots. And sometimes, for some videos that you see that is still out of focus, it's like, I was like, maybe in the middle of the shoot it would just go out of focus, and then I would not notice, and I had to still like upload the video anyway. Okay, but with this one right here, it's not like that. I'm currently looking at myself. So that's why sometimes when I'm shooting and I look in this, I'm actually checking if I'm still in focus, or I'm just admiring myself. Okay, I'm just admiring my face. Yeah, but what I don't like about these two Nikon cameras is that I can only shoot for 20 minutes. So the timer on this is set to 20 minutes, like whereas other cameras you can shoot for unlimited time until your SD card is full, but this one it only gives you 20 minutes time if I'm shooting in the normal frame rate of 25, 24 or 30. But if I want to shoot like in a higher frame rate of 60, then it gives me only 10 minutes. Then I can only shoot 10 minutes, but that's like when I'm doing something outside of YouTube. For YouTube videos I don't really have to shoot in a frame rate of 60. It depends on what I'm doing. That's the only annoying thing about it. Apart from that, I really like this one. Like I said, I really like this Nikon camera. It has so much more settings to offer, but if you want to know more about it, just go on YouTube. There are so many videos going into details on there are so many videos on YouTube explaining, who can really explain, the experts in explaining the cameras and everything, because that's not my forte. So the other thing, I used to use a stand. I think it was a Rolei. I don't know how to pronounce it. Anyway, so that's the stand I used to use before. Along the line, I think this year actually, I switched to this stand that I'm using. It's much more heavier and sturdier than the Rolei that I was using before. The one I'm using now is the K&F concept. I got it from Amazon. I got it on sale. It was, I think, 80 euros or almost 90 euros, I'm not sure. And that day it was a sale. It came down to 51 euros or something like that. I had in mind that I wanted to get a new stand, but it wasn't in that time. I thought I would get it like sometime in the future. When I was just on Amazon and I saw that it had a sale, I said, nah, let me just grab it. Let me just get it before it's too late, because the reviews on it were good, and the fact that the price had dropped significantly from the original price, I was like, nah, let me just grab it before I'd regret it. So I got it, and I'm actually quite happy with it. It's really heavy, and yeah, it's the legs are much more thicker than the other one that I was using, so it's much more sturdy, and I wouldn't have to worry about my camera falling off or anything like that. Yeah, the mic I'm using is also from Amazon. It is a Obaa Yaa. It's a Obaa Yaa mic, and I actually have it in two versions. I have the one with the single mic plug, and then I have the one with the two mic output. So that one is, I got it recently when Mr. Behind the I got that one recently so that I can shoot more videos with Mr. Behind the Camera guy. Do I need to give him another name? Because it's so long, Mr. Behind the Camera guy. Anyway, so since then, and maybe like for future videos that I want to shoot with more people, I just decided to get that one with the two outputs, and so you can hear him clearly, so you can hear them clearly, not just me. So yeah, so I have these two types of mics, and eventually I do want to get different kinds of mic setup, but for now this is what I'm working with. Like, of course, I also got that one from Amazon. Everything I have got from Amazon except for the cameras. I also got a ring light. The ring light I got was also from Amazon. I think it's the regular ring light everybody and their mama on YouTube uses, or at least that's what they start off with, and then they get more stuff. So yeah, I'm just using this regular ring light right there. I can change the brightness. I can make it much more brighter. I can make it much more dim, depending on how bright it is from outside. That's why I actually like to shoot more times in my bedroom, because I have a window right there. So I'm sitting here, my window is right there, and then if it's a really sunny day, I actually don't need my ring light. It's bright enough, and I actually like the look of a natural light. Yeah, so but on days where it's more cloudy, I put out my ring light, and that's when I'm in my living room / kitchen. I have to use the ring light because that place is really dark. The sun is in a different location and the light doesn't really come in so well, so that place is dark, and there I need my ring light. But I wish to have actually more different kind of light setups, because there's a certain look that I want, but I can't achieve that look without having certain lights. But that's of course for the future, because my apartment is so tiny, it's so small. I don't have any space. I don't have an office space. I don't have a designated filming space. So I'm hoping whenever I move, by God's grace, sometime soon in the future, Then if I have a separate space, then I can of course get more equipment for YouTube. I'd like to get more light. I'd like to get some softbox. I'd like to get some mics, like an overhead mic. I'd like to, yeah, there's so many there's so many things that I want to get, but for now this is working perfectly. Like, the point with YouTube is it's not just about the equipment, okay? It's not just about the setup. It's about the personality. It's about you as a person. Yeah, it's about you as a person and what you have to offer. You will find that, and I've come to find that a lot of you watch my videos regardless. Even if I'm just talking anything, you guys just like to watch for watching sake, just because it's me. And that is something that I'm grateful for, and that's something that I learned. And I'm like, I could have started my channel a long time ago, and you guys would have still watched anyways. I use FILMORA 9 to edit. It's a very easy and simple editing software for beginners. Yeah, if you are starting off with editing and you don't know anything about editing, if you have no clue, starting off with FILMORA is I think there are other softwares like FILMORA, but it's FILMORA that I happened to start off with. There are other easy ones out there, like Movavi or something like that. It's also a simple editing software, but I happen to use FILMORA 9 and it's working, especially with their new updates and everything. They're adding more features to it and it's making it so much fun to edit with. I love editing. It's something I'm very passionate about, and I've been trying to improve in my editing. I've been trying to learn more and to add more stuff and to try out different kinds of editing things, and I would like to do so much more with regards to editing and filming and shooting. I have so many ideas in my head I have not been able to realize yet, but I'm still going to try to implement it in my videos, or in future videos you might see more of those things that I want to add to my editing and the way I film. And it's also mainly due to my space. Like I said, like, I don't have much space to work with, so I'm kind of limited in the ideas that I have in my head. So I'm just trying to work with what I have, but I know whenever I should move, guys, pray for me, yeah. Pray for me. But yeah, whenever I should move and I get a bigger apartment, then guys, you will see more editing and filming ideas and all of that. So with that being said, let me show you guys a little bit of how I edit my video. A rolling clip now. So as I was saying, the editing software I use is FILMORA 9, and it's very easy for me to use. At least it's easy for me to use. It's beginner friendly. And yeah, this is a clip that this is a video I already shown the result of it, and this is how I edit the clip down. I already started editing and I'm just inserting the typical stuff I insert: the subscribe animation and then the Instagram animation. So as you can see, that's the timeline. That's me adding sound effects and all that. And then I'm repositioning everything to make sure it's in the space that I want it to be. And at this point, I'm adding title, I'm adding the words. I usually like to do that to emphasize certain things that I say. If you've watched the video, then you've already seen all this. If you haven't, then you can go back and watch that video. In that video, I'm talking about, what was I talking about? I don't even remember, but you can go back and watch that video. So at this point, I am color grading the footage. Yeah, because before the color was so flat, I usually start with color grading the footage first before I proceed. At that point, you could clearly see the difference after I added all the effects and everything to get the color that I want. See, my melanin is popping. It's popping. So as you can see, this is my setup: my ring light, my camera on the stand, and my laptop. Usually I have some topics written out on the, no, I have some points written out on my laptop, and then on the good day I would go according to the notes or according to the headlines that I make. But sometimes I just go off depending on the topic. So that's just me setting up everything. I insert my SD card. After inserting the SD card, I plug in the mic, my Obaa Yaa mic. Here I was just showing you the laptop because I had my points written out there. So it's when I sit, then I can really adjust the camera and everything. Since I can see, since the camera that I'm using is a flip screen, I can really see whether I'm in frame or not. Then I'll readjust everything. I adjust the light because I see when I'm sitting down if the light is bright enough or not. Then I'll fix everything. If I need to fix my hair, I fix my hair. If I have something in my teeth, I take it out. As you can see, I'm putting my mic, I'm attaching it to my dress, and then that's it. I'm going through my notes again to make sure that I don't forget anything. Hello lovely people, it's Obaa. If you're new to my channel, and there I go, that's how I start then. Thank you for tuning back in. I have this bag, and in this I store my SD cards. So I have two 32. It will not focus. Wow. Do you even see? Anyway, it's a 32 gigabyte SD card, and I have a 16 gigabyte, but I don't use that for shooting. I use that maybe when I'm taking pictures. And so I have two 32 gigabytes, and then I have the 16, but I still want to get the 64. I still want to get two 64 gigabyte SD cards. And what I like to do is I like to keep two copies. Okay, I like to keep the original copy on my SD card and then another copy on my laptop until I'm done editing. So just in case something happens, I still have the footage and I can still work with it again. So I always like to keep two copies. So until I finish editing, that is when I delete it from my SD card. I know that's just weird. That's how I don't trust the laptop and I don't trust the card. So that's just the way I do it. I also have some spare batteries. I have 3 spare batteries. So if the one dies, I always have one. I'm always charging one as I'm recording, or 2. I'm always charging 2, depending on the length of the video. Depending on how many videos I'm shooting that day, I'm always charging 2 at a time. So there is always one, whilst I'm shooting, there's always a battery charging in case it dies, and then I have one that is already fully charged to switch right back in. So a day like today, where I'm shooting multiple videos at a time, I always have to make sure that I have spare batteries so that it doesn't die on me, then I have to wait. You might see that I have this same makeup look. Only the lips might have changed, but the eyes are still the same because it's the same day. Typically, that's what I do. I shoot multiple videos in a day, and then I'll just change my outfit. I'm spilling my secrets here. Yeah, so that's typically what I do. I'll change my outfit, I might change my lips, and then change my accessories, and then it looks like as if it's a different day, but it's actually the same day. I bulk shoot. Yeah, with my schedule with school and everything, and with the little one, that's the way I can really function and bring out the videos every week. And I've been trying to upload twice a week. Yeah, and that's something I'm still working on. For now, I've been uploading every Sunday. Sundays has been like consistent. for this year I've been consistent on Sundays, and slowly I want to be uploading Wednesdays and then making it twice a week. So yes, I'm still working on that. The laptop currently edit with is the HP Pavilion. It's the HP Pavilion. Yeah, before that I used to use the Acer Neutron. I don't remember. I'll insert the picture or whatever. I'll insert it right there. I used to use an Acer laptop, and it was actually fine. It was actually fine until an accident happened, and then it spoiled. The screen spoiled, and then I had to still upload and edit videos with the broken screen. It was that period was really very, very, what word can I use? I was really annoyed. I was really upset. It was a time where I was really frustrated, I should say, you know, exactly. I was really frustrated editing because I could barely see the screen. I could barely see the footage I was working with. I didn't want to miss an upload day, okay, because YouTube really punishes you if you miss an upload day. And I'm trying to grow this channel to a place, and I need to stay consistent in order for the algorithm to be in my favor, because once I miss a day or two, once I miss a week or two, well, it's gonna just go downhill from there. So that's why I had to like really push through editing with that laptop. I will ask Mr. behind the camera scene guy to he will tell you about that. When I'll be talking to him on the phone and I'll be almost crying, I'll be like, I cannot see the screen, but I have to edit. And then he'll be like, yeah, just take your time, and he's trying to encourage me so that I will just keep up. And guys, you have to write in the comments below and say thank you, Mr. Behind the Camera guy, because he actually encouraged me a lot with regards to with regards to my YouTube channel. He gave me actually the final push to start this channel. Okay, he gave me the final kick behind, and for me to start this channel, and also his support. He's been supporting me like behind the scenes. You don't know. He's been supporting me behind the scenes with content and all that. Yeah, so. Not all the ideas I come up with, I cannot just sit here and say that, yeah, he actually helps me with the topics I talk about. He's been delivering, guys. He's been delivering and like coming up with topics that I can work with, and I'm really grateful and thankful. I want to say a big thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much, gosh. And guys, also give this video a like it because you like how Mr. Behind the Camera guy has been helping and supporting me, has been helping and supporting your girl. Okay, that's about that as far as that is concerned. Those who know. Those who know. Anyway, guys, so I think that's it for this video. I think it's going to be a long video because I'm explaining so many things. I'm going to show you my editing process and all that, and yeah, so I think it's going to be a long video. Hope it's helpful to someone who is trying to start and trying to figure out, or someone who was just curious. Or I hope this video was interesting for you, and if you want to see actually an in-depth video of how I edit, let me know. Leave it in the comments down below. Maybe I can share with you an in-depth video of me editing, and yeah, I can do that. If there are more requests for that, I could definitely do that. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you liked it. I hope it gave you an idea. It inspired you to start your channel. Start already. Don't be like me. Don't wait 11 years before you start, okay? Just start with whatever you have. So on that note, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like if you did, to subscribe if you haven't already, and also to turn on the notification bell so that you are notified when I upload my new video. And also check me out on Instagram. See you again in my next video. Stay blessed, stay healthy, stay safe. It is your girl Obaa Yaa. Obaa Yaa. Obaa Yaa. Bye. Bye.